What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about the Atlanta Falcons' biggest challenge heading into the 2025 season. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons' biggest challenge heading into the 2025 season. And personally, I believe the biggest challenge for this Atlanta Falcons team this season will be inexperience. I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team has a lot of young players that we're going to be relying upon this season to fill big shoes and step up. We have guys like Michael Penix Jr. in his first year as a starter. You have a lot of youth on the defensive side of the ball, guys like Jalen Walker, guys like James Pierce Jr., guys like Xavier Watson, Billy Bowman Jr. that we brought in, and we expect these guys to come in and have big roles on this team. We have guys in Ruka Rororo, who's trying to fill the shoes of Grady Jarrett, and guys like Brandon Dorlus. A lot of these younger guys that didn't have a lot of playing time last season that we're expecting to step up. And I really feel like that's the biggest concern that I have, or the biggest question mark is these younger guys going to be able to step up and fill those shoes? Personally, I think that they can. I really feel like they have a lot of talent. We have a lot of young talent on this team. And I really feel like the reason that I'm comfortable with the young guys that we have on these guys being able to come in and have an impact is because we have veterans on each level and in each position group. If you look at the defensive line, you have David Onyemata, a guy who's a veteran who's been in this league for many, many years, can help guys like Ruka Rororo, guys like Brandon Dorlus. At the outside linebacker position, you got guys like Leonard Floyd, who's a Super Bowl champion that you brought in that can help these younger guys like a Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. You have Arnold Epikady, who's now a veteran, has been in the league for 3 years now. At that linebacker spot, the inside linebacker position, you have Kaden Ellis, one of the smarter linebackers in the game, a very cerebral guy in that linebacking room to help guys like Devon Diablo, come along. And then on the back end, you have A.J. Terrell in that secondary room, and you have Jesse Bates, who is arguably the best safety in the NFL, to help guys like Xavier Watson and Billy Bowman Jr. and a lot of these young guys, Kobe Bryant that you brought in. These guys have played at a really high level, and A.J. Terrell and Jesse Bates. So they have two of the better veteran guys to learn from. So I really feel like that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to help these young guys come along this season is they have veterans on each position group. If you look at the offensive side of the ball, Michael Penix is a first-year starter, but he does have Kirk Cousins, a veteran in the game, a guy who's been a Pro Bowler many times in the NFL, still helping him come along and things of that nature, helping him watch film and things of that nature in that quarterback room. And then in the backfield, you have two veterans at this point in Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier. And then in the wide receiver room, you have a bunch of veteran guys like the Drake Londons of the world, guys like Darnell Mooney, to help these younger guys, Cordell Hodge. I really feel like the wide receiver room is probably the most veteran room on the team. And then at that tight end spot, at this point, Kyle Pitts and Charlie Warner and those guys are veterans. The same with the offensive line. We don't have a ton of young guys on the offensive line. You did draft a kid out of Wisconsin, but outside of that, we've kept our offensive line intact. You have the, Jake Matthews and the Chris Lindstroms and the Caleb McGarry's, who's veterans in the game. So I really feel like we did a good job of bringing in a lot of young guys, but we've mixed them in with veteran guys that can help these guys come along. And that's what we had in 2016 when you remember that Super Bowl team. You had a lot of young guys on that roster, but you had veteran guys to help those guys come along. Guys like Sean Weatherspoon and Paul Warlow, who helped Deion Jones and helped Devondre Campbell early on in that season until those guys were able to kind of develop and take over the starting roles. So I expect the same thing on this Atlanta Falcons team. I expect these veterans probably to start off the season getting majority of the snaps, but I feel like eventually the younger guys will eventually take over as the year progresses and the season progresses. But I really feel like that's the biggest question mark and going to be the biggest challenge for this young Atlanta Falcons team is how fast these young guys can develop, star in their role and things of that nature, pick up on cues, pick up on different things during these games, because really you don't really learn as much on the in the practice in practice and in the actual meeting rooms as you do in the actual games. I really feel like guys will learn in the practice facility. They will learn in the actual meetings and things of that nature when they're watching film. But I really feel like you pick up a lot of cues and you pick up on the NFL game by playing live games. So I really feel like the preseason is going to be huge for some of these younger guys. And I also think the first quarter of the season is going to be huge for those guys to actually get out there in live NFL action and kind of get thrown in the fire and, start to develop and things of that nature. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons' biggest challenge heading into this 2025 season. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button for your boy. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.